Hello and welcome again to our talk about driving circularity in fashion. The circularity challenge isn't, of course, just restricted to fashion, but today we're focusing on this sector and we want to talk about how economy can help you develop circular economy practices into your operations and move towards a more circular business model. As a business, we help our clients stay ahead of the curve by developing and implementing innovative solutions that address recycling and reuse challenges and help navigate the complexities of the ever-changing compliance requirements. Our end-to-end solutions across our three loops or divisions, recycle, comply and reuse, help businesses bridge the circularity gaps, enabling them to make real progress towards their sustainability goals. The global economy is currently less than 10% circular, meaning 90% of natural resources are being wasted rather than reused, repaired or repurposed. This is a huge opportunity for everyone, and through our Close the Gap campaign, our aim is to make the circular economy more engaging and accessible for everyone. We can move on to our next slide, please. To set the backdrop in a bit more detail, here's some stats. Since 2018, the Circular Economy Foundation Circularity Gap reports have been providing both theory and analysis and also statistics on global circularity and provides insight on how to change activity and operational practices from linear ones to more circular. According to the Circularity Gap report, the circular economy has been gaining more interest. There are 3 times more debates and discussions on this topic than there were 5 years ago, but we're not yet seeing a positive impact. So unfortunately, despite this increase in interest, the rate of global circularity is falling. There are a few more stats here for you. The volume of secondary materials consumed by the global economy actually decreased from 9.1% in 2018 to 7.2% in 2023, and we've even seen a further drop to 6.9% in 2024. So that's a drop of over 24% in just 6 years. It's worth noting that the total volume of secondary materials consumed is gently increasing. However, the volume of virgin materials coming onto the market is fast outweighing the good work that's being done. So something has to change. Next slide, please. So what does this mean for the fashion sector and what can we do to positively impact that change? Next slide. So the fashion textile industry is entering a period of transition and there is a growing call for change in how we design and produce. So moving away from the fast fashion model and towards fashion made to last longer. It's about increasing the use of recycled materials and enabling the opportunity to extend the life of a product through resale or reuse. So this change involves our own behaviours as producers and sellers and also the behaviours of our consumers. This will be underpinned by legislation, and while some brands are established on this journey, many others are at the beginning. But it's good news that we're all gaining momentum. The changes in legislation can seem incredibly daunting, and your first question might be, where do I start? But we could look at legislation as an enabler and make change happen fast and actually increase the speed at which the process of change occurs and give everyone a level playing field. So where do you start? Next slide, please. So legislation is going to change, and although we don't really have a definitive timescale on this yet, this does mean that you shouldn't be waiting for that elusive date. You need to start those discussions early. You need to start the discussions internally and engage with internal stakeholders. Everyone needs to be on this journey together to make the circular process one that starts to take shape, grows momentum, and becomes normality. Collaborate. You're not alone. This is not an individual problem. We're all in this together, and only when we work towards the same goal can we really make a difference. Transparency and data is key. Understand your product, how it's made, what it's made from, and where it was made, and its journey through its whole supply chain and onward use. We are likely to see the introduction of digital passports by 2030, and although it may seem daunting at first, by having this transparency, it means that we have the knowledge and clarity that will help us further understand the way in which we produce and consume, and therefore start to make informed decisions. We need to encourage circularity through design to enable the product lifecycle to be extended through repair, reuse and recycling. And above all else, start that process now. Don't wait till legislation is upon us. Begin that process and start those discussions straight away. And now I'd like to hand over to Dennis. to take you a little bit more through how Economy can help you with this.
Thanks, Caroline. Thanks for sharing these insights around driving circularity for fashion. And I'm happy to dive a little bit deeper in how the economy can support the fashion brands with a closer gap challenges. And of course, we are very happy that we are able to offer an impressive portfolio of services which can help fashion clients reaching their sustainability targets. And the beauty of our solution is that they are not limited to only the end of the life stage, but really they already start at the beginning and the design of a product. So the close the gap results are heavily impacted by choices made early in the decision of production and design. And this is also closely connected with current and future obligations for our fashion clients. EPR textile is getting traction globally and is very much we are very much ahead of the game, and we are a front runner in offering solutions for these current and upcoming obligations. We also have the tools to predict the impact of improving your design process on EPR textile, which again underlines the importance of including design and production stakeholders early on in the process. Upcoming changes will also create opportunities for fashion brands, and new sales channels are added with pre-loved and refurbished products, often preferred by customers. And of course, this will have a positive impact on your own NPS scores. The economy is very proud to drive circular improvements. And here we show some insights of which we have also published in the 2024 sustainability report. Customer waste diverted from landfill is, of course, a very important driver, but also further reducing CO2 emissions is helping reaching targets. Reaching these targets is impossible without having the proper insights. And here is where we see the benefit of having these data insights and having the possibility to focus on the right improvements and quantify the circular value we will unlock in the future together. Within the economy, we have these 3 loops, which Caroline already touched on. These loops are supporting our clients in their areas of expertise. With our recycle division, we offer waste and resource management services focusing on improving end-of-life processes. The next loop is comply, and here we focus on global obligations and offering solutions which will start with insights up to submitting the reports to the different organizations to zero landfill certifications. Within the reuse loop, we optimize the logistics of our clients' products. This can be in the stage before products are delivered to their retailers, or it's managing the digital or store returns on a global level. Clients' insights and our processing findings drive decisions on the best possible next destination. With the new sales channels like pre-loved and repair, we have more and more the alternatives to sell our fashion for a second time and avoid products ending up in landfill. This next slide is for me the perfect slide to end our presentation. This is an example of a global collaboration with a Fortune 500 fashion brand. We are working together in all the 3 loops on a global level and have different tracks to support our client with their close the gap/circularity goals. I would like to invite all the different fashion brands to reach out to our economy so we can support you improving your close the gap results. Looking forward to connect and how we can improve the close the gap results for 2025.